Hello, my friends. Welcome back to 30milesofcorruption.com. I have not been here for a while, but I'm hoping to be back more this year. I have a great story for you. We are going to go over Mike Bacich. Does anybody remember Mike Bacich? Well, I'm going to tell you who he is. He used to run like the marketing department in RPU, and really, what was his job? His job was to pay Cindy Roth an enormous amount of money so she could have all this money to host all her events. Yes, RPU was funneling money to the chamber, and Mike Bacich's job was to supply marketing bags, like a little gift bag or whatever, all over the place. Okay, so Mike Bacich happened to be a very dear friend of felon Dave Wright. And he followed Dave Wright to LADWP. And when he got to LADWP, Dave Wright just didn't give him any job. No. He gave him the assistant to the general manager of LADWP. So Mike Bacich went in as one of the very top dogs, making $278,678.40 a year. Total benefit pay and package. Oh my God. He was making $394,000. $400,000. Mike Bacich was making as assistant to Dave Wright. Now, what do you think Dave Wright got for $400,000? Okay? Mike Bacich is not labeled a felon. As far as I know, he's not even labeled a criminal. But let me tell you, he is, in my opinion, labeled recycled trash. Yes, they are all recycled trash. Susan Wilson, Vince Price, Justin Scott Coe, board member, Susan Cash, Andrew Walker, all these people enabled Dave Wright to do all the scheming he did to create the theft to ratepayers in Riverside and LADWP. But this story is even going to get better. Because I did not realize that there was a story put up on 30 Miles of Corruption. I'm getting my phone out because I'm going to show you my text messages. So there was a story that one of the writers for 30 Miles of Corruption put up about Dave Wright and the scandal at LADWP and him pleading guilty to one of the most outrageous crimes in public utilities. I'm sure in the last 50 years history of public utilities. This guy was unbelievable. Now, I gotta tell you, Dave Wright used to be my neighbor, and I met Mike Bacich because Dave Wright used to have parties around the corner to my house. So my husband and I knew a girl, Cindy Chan, who knew them. She actually worked for RPU, and she would invite my husband and I to these parties. And these parties were around the block, and that is where I met Mike Bacich. So I get this text, December 14th, not knowing there was an article put up on 30milesofcorruption.com. And this text reads, "So I'm recycled trash now. Wow. Thanks, friend." Okay. In 30 years that I have known Michael Bacich, I have probably sat down with him maybe twice. He's been to my house maybe once for a public utility issue. Not to come in and have a drink, not to come in and have dinner, but for a public utility issue. So in 30 years, about maybe when he first left Riverside Public Utilities, we met at Mario's place and he bought me one drink. Other than that, I don't associate with him. I don't call him. He doesn't call me. There is no friendship there. I would have never considered him a friend. Okay? This sounds like a guilty conscience to me. So then I don't respond to this message. And actually, I don't even know who the number is from. It comes in with a number on top. I don't know. There's not a name attached to the number. So I just see the message, completely ignore it. I don't know what, I know when something goes up on 30 Miles of Corruption, and employees are going all over the place, we call them recycled trash because that's what they are. So then I don't respond. So December 15th, I get another text. Please lose my number and my friendship. Good luck to you. First of all, again, I was never his friend, and there was never any kind of friendship involved between Mike Bacich and me, for sure. And I think I always have really great luck and a great life. I think the good luck needs to go to him. I don't know what kind of involvement he is involved with Dave Wright, or this scheme, or the FBI, or the DA of the city of Riverside. I'm sure all this is going to be uncovered as they unpeel the onion and see who else is involved in this scheme with Dave Wright. But we will find out. And you know what? Again, this sounds like a guilty man. And I'm going to explain to you why I would consider Mike Bacich not only recycled trash, but really trashy. And I'll explain this to you one more time. Okay, so on Christmas, I was out to dinner with my friends, and we were talking about these emails coming in from Mike Bacich, because my friends all know Mike Bacich, and they go, Vivian, send him a Merry Christmas. So I send him, Merry Christmas, my friend. Okay, so I send him, Merry Christmas, my friend. And then on Friday, just last Friday, in the morning at 10:49, he sends me this text. Why is your website so inaccurate? You don't need to respond to me. You are blocked. What? I would never respond to this nonsense. When you are associated with a felon who ripped off ratepayers, you were associated with him. That's the first thing. But the second thing, and the reason that I would consider Mike Bacich as part of recycled trash for sure, is Mike Bacich did not work at RPU or Ladwp to protect the ratepayers. No, he worked to protect himself, his salary, and his boss. He worked for Dave Wright. Now, when we were in those boardrooms and we were disputing the corruption that was going on in RPU, in Riverside Public Utilities, We would go to those boardrooms. All the board members would be there. Mike Bacich would be there. Dave Wright, Andrew Walker, Justin Scott Coe, Susan Cash, and all those other people. And we will find out everybody's name, because I'm going to go back and look, and we are going to put all these people allowed Dave Wright to scheme and be who he was. And when we had the documents, everybody had the same documents. So when we were discussing, like, for instance, a Prop 218 violation, they were violating Prop 218. We had the documents, they had the documents, everybody had the same documents. But we were wrong. This was Susan Wright. Oh no, you're not violating Prop 218. Oh no. And then all the board members would give their hoopla. Okay, we're just gonna pass this or whatever. And we said, forget that. We're gonna sue you. You literally had to sue to prove you were right, okay? So if I'm right, and all the board members were wrong, and Dave Wright was wrong, Mike Bacich was wrong, Susan Wilson was wrong, that makes me a genius. I'm a genius because I was the only one in that room who was right, and these people are making $400,000 a year off the ratepayer. There is something wrong there. So either Mike Bacich was either stupid, ignorant, or he was just protecting Dave Wright. And that is my opinion, and that is what I think he was doing. And so yes, Mike Bacich, I don't have to call you back or respond back to you, because I have 30milesofcorruption.com. That's what I have. And you know what? You are recycled trash. And you know what? I'm a genius. Okay? And all you people that were in that room, all the 20 of you, all thinking that you're all that and then some, not only were you corrupt, you were wrong, and now Dave Wright will go to jail. That's my rant. Hope you enjoyed my talk today. I will talk to you soon. Michael Bacich, again, you are recycled trash. In my opinion, for sure. Bye for now.